Hello, leader. I want to welcome you back to the last in a series of videos I'm doing on what does it mean to be a leader. Just to back up and give you a little bit of reference before we jump into this week's lesson, I want to share with you the 4 things that we've already gone over. The first one is, and we've been looking at the life of David in this, but the first thing is that you are a leader. I believe that everyone is a leader, so don't be overwhelmed, but you're called to be a leader. The second thing is, if you're a leader, then you have followers. And if you have followers, you need to be taking them somewhere. As a small group connect leader, I believe that we should be taking people into life connections and multiplication. We should be multiplying our groups over time. The third thing is that we lead with humility, which means we not just lead, but we also follow. Who are you following? The fourth thing is that we lead with grace, which means we walk with other people. We walk with those who are following us, not just leading from in front, but walking alongside with. So today I want to share with you from a story in David, early in David's life, right after he defeats the giant Goliath. And he's now become a part of Saul's army, and he's found tons of success. He's actually a general, and Saul is actually become very jealous of David, and he's literally throwing spears at David because of the success that he's finding. And this is what 1 Samuel 18 says in chapter 18, verse 14. It says this: David continued to succeed in everything he did, for the Lord was with him. This is the last lesson. This is the point that I want to make is godly leaders, that's you, find success. Godly leaders find success. And that really can be overwhelming because you think, well, I'm not successful in everything I do. But I want you to listen to what Colin Powell, who was the general of the American Army in the Desert Storm Army during the Iraqi army invasion. It says this: he said, "There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure." And really that's the key, is that we prepare and we focus not on success, but we focus on preparation, hard work, and learning from our failures. And that's really what David did. If you think about what he was doing early in his life before he stepped onto the battlefield with Goliath, that's what he was doing. He was preparing. He was preparing with a slingshot. He was out in the fields doing the chores that he probably didn't want to have to do, but he goes ahead, goes out and does those things, and then he's also working hard. Malcolm Gladwell famously says that it takes 10,000 hours to master anything. Well, David was working hard to master the art of a slingshot, and he was learning from his failures. You know, he was doing a lot of swinging and missing, swinging and missing, swinging and missing. But he finally learned so that when he stepped onto the battlefield with Goliath, he was ready. And it wasn't just the battlefield with Goliath, it was later on in his life as well. He would fail, but he was always working hard, preparing, and learning from his failures. And will you do the same thing? And don't allow failure to stop you, but seeing failure as your opportunity to propel you into the next thing that God has for you. Because that's what leaders do. We find success by working hard, preparing, and learning from our failures. Again, you're a leader. God has something for you. He has a calling on your life to lead someone into greater things. Will you follow that? And will you be successful? Well, thanks again for watching this video, and I pray that God would continue to teach you what it means to be a leader.